Revolutionary at the time. The machinery here, it's all mechanical, so it works. It's similar technology to how they switch rail cars on tracks. It has a selector pin here. This chooses the number cell I want. There's a number panel associated, linked to the gear system with the clutch. The clutch pops up a pen on top of the door in this box column here. And the hammer pulls all those release pins back on a ball bearing track. And this also has its very own safety features. You can lock the clutch in place and also pull a bar on top down and up to further lock it. So you might be thinking, how escape-proof are they? Well, that was its whole intention. As it was a military prison, this cell house was built by military prison labor in 1912. It was the largest steel-reinforced concrete building in the world. When the Federal Bureau of Prisons took over, the first changes they made were the cell doors themselves. You can see the military-style cells over in A block, flat-barred, easy to break out of, individual locking system. So they replaced them with steel-encased bars, and no longer did you have to turn the back on the inmate using a lock and key in front of the door. You operated it from back here, a lot safer for the correctional officer. Another safety feature, the gun galleries. The gun galleries that are either side, up and down the tiers, and the gun gallery officers are who held the keys. The keys are about the size of my palms. An inmate with keys in his hand would be just as dangerous as an inmate with bullets. There's another reason the officers, not only did they not carry the keys with them, they would not have been armed on the cell floor here. The guns were up in the gallery, and that key wouldn't have been dangling. Freedom would not have dangled in front of their faces like that. They were kept locked away. So when you hear about the Battle of 46 and your audio tour, one of the officers they locked in that cell had the rec yard door key in his pocket. So yes, human error once in a while, but in that case, it was lucky that key was in his pocket. The guards down at this end, they felt quite safe. Once in a while, it would flaw, you'd have a cell door open, you didn't want to, but it wasn't such a big deal. The inmates knew that their guns were watching them, but they knew the officers didn't have the keys to the boxes. So they would, and they know that those doors are about 250 pounds, so they knew to stay clear of them. The cells themselves are 5 by 7 by 9, built by military simply to be slept in. As it operated as a federal penitentiary, the guys on Alcatraz would spend about 16 hours a day inside that cell. Pretty powerful sound. You may have already heard it if you're a Star Wars fan. The doors of the Death Star, George Lucas took the sound bite from Alcatraz's slammer and used it in a lot of his movies. Yeah. So once again, Hollywood has made many things about Alcatraz famous, but for those inmates, that sound meant something a little more. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to be down and answer any questions. You can press play on your audio tour to start it again right where you left off. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing. Cool. I had